الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا عليكم أنفسكم لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم إلى الله مرجعكم جميعا فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. Dearest brothers and sisters, our kind viewers and listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The last time we met, we were reviewing aspects of our experiences vis-a-vis the divine guidance of Allah, known as the Qur'an. And among the good things that I talk to myself about, and talk loudly enough that you too can hear and consider, is that the news is, the big news is, the most important news is, that Allah told us in the Qur'an in chapter Ma'idah, Surah 5, verse 105, He said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. And quite often when the Qur'an is translated into English, I can assure you, the substance is lost. No language can be translated to another language. And I think, with all due respect to the great works of all our scholars and professors, no doubt it's a lot of effort to translate. But when you try to translate the words of one language to the words of another language, this is where the dilemma lies. I, as a student of the Arabic language for more than 30 years, I see that you should try to translate the sense, not the words. Translate the meaning. Translate what is being conveyed, rather than try to present a translation of words. Because Arabic is quite different from English, with all due respect to English. There are numerous, countless Arabic words in the Qur'an for which you could never give two English words, even two English words, to equal one Arabic word. To try to do that, to make your text very concise, which I know is a challenge for the translators or the authors or the writers, is to really shoot yourself in the foot, as we say in English language. It's to do the most stupid thing. Why would somebody want to shoot himself in the foot? It will impede his progress and growth and enhancement. So when the Qur'an says, yeah, the translators translate it as O. But it is much more than O. What it really means is the people that are addressed. It is an article, it's called in Arabic, harfun nida. It's an article to call out. It's in the English grammar, the article of the vocative case. It means to arrest the attention of someone, that you want him or her to stop in their boots. Stop. Look and listen. This is the meaning of yeah. This is not conveyed in any of the translations. So you can understand what you're losing, because you who will read, oh, you who believe. It means you and I, whoever is addressed, are being asked to pay great heed and attention. We should not consider that we are on the right track. This yeah is to arrest us. Arrest our what? Our attention. Yeah. أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Oh, you people who have committed yourself to Iman. And I told you before, it's a fallacy to translate Iman as belief. Because all the people who feel they are believers, it is just an expression. Nobody is asked, we are not brought up from small. All these masjids we've been to all our life, all the schools, all the colleges and the university, we are not told that Iman is a dynamism. You can't say it with your mouth and finish. It is a condition that is multidimensional. It must grow in the heart, figuratively. And the heart in the Arabic language is used for the emotions and the intellect. The heart, qulub bil Arabiya, تستعمل, it's used for the emotions and it is used for the intellect. So cultivating Iman is something that is intrinsic and inherent to the human existence. It means there has got to be a deep commitment. A deep commitment to this concept. Of course, most of the things that are deep rooted in the heart and in the mind, they don't take a long time to flow out of the mouth. And you could see the actions always in their pursuit. And what Iman is about? Iman is about aman. You cannot have Iman if you are careless. You cannot have Iman if you are barbaric. You could not have Iman if you believe in destroying. You cannot have Iman. All those who are careless about life cannot be mu'minun or mu'minat. Cannot be. It means they're careless about their own life. How can they care for the lives of others? Iman is underlined with care, with value for assets. When you see anybody, whether he comes from the Muslim world or the Muslim masjid or the Muslim home, but that individual shows the lack of care and value for life, that person is far from being a mu'min. Because the essential ingredients of Iman is that it comes from the verb amina, to be safe. Anybody can study the Arabic language and tell you that, if they want to be honest with you. Iman comes from the verb amina. And those of you who know Urdu, and maybe Bengali or Farsi, this word is also used, aman. It's all about safety. How can you and I say we are mu'min, mu'minun or mu'minat, but we are careless about the assets of life? We abuse the environment. We dump all kinds of things in the sea. Go through the Muslim countries, when it is what they call Qurbani. You know Qurbani, when they kill all these animals, thinking that Allah wants them to do that. Most of them, where do they dump it? Their yard ends at their fence. What is below the fence, they don't care. They dump all the intestines on the road. They dump it in the alleyways. They dump it in the gutters. They dump it in the drains. They dump it in different corners. Go to some Muslim countries and you'll see how they abuse the environment, yet nobody can tell them they are not mu'min. They feel they're the best mu'min. That is why in the Muslim countries, you have an onslaught on the assets of nature and on their own lives. Because they were brainwashed. They were brainwashed. Deal with average Muslims who come from the Muslim countries. They're brainwashed.